policy. So viewers, we start with the Trump tariff war, and the US president has wielded his favorite weapon, that is Trump, that is tariff. And this time he has very clearly mentioned how it is unfair, he says, India, the tariffs and the proportion. He has also said that he is levying reciprocal tariffs against China, Canada. Canada, meanwhile, viewers have vowed to take these tariffs head on. But what impact it could have on India, and which sectors could be hit, and is there an opportunity for India? We'll tell you more. First, this report.
US President Donald Trump has launched an all-out trade war, sending shockwaves across global markets. After slapping tariffs on Mexico and Canada on Tuesday, Trump doubled down, declaring that reciprocal tariffs will take effect from April 2nd, whether the world likes it or not. The announcement has set alarm bells ringing in India, and New Delhi has a crucial narrow window to escape Trump's crosshairs. With Washington tightening its grip, India is scrambling to secure a trade agreement with the US, offering duty reductions and economic concessions to dodge the tariff storm. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal insists that both economies complement each other, but will that be enough to keep Trump at bay? And while India looks for a safe passage, Beijing is already in battle mode. In a scathing attack, China's foreign ministry has ripped into Washington, dismissing the fentanyl issue as nothing more than a flimsy excuse for economic aggression. China has made it clear that it will not be a pushover amid the tariff war. The ministry's spokesperson warned that Beijing's countermeasures are not only justified, but are a direct strike to defend China's economic interests. The gloves are off as China is hitting back, and Washington is now staring at a brutal trade war it might not be ready for. But the storm is not just coming from Beijing. Canada is locking horns with Trump too.
Our priority has to be not on figuring out how to manage through these tariffs over the coming days and weeks and months, but on doing everything we can to get them lifted and put an end to this unjustified trade war that hurts American families and Canadian families.
With tensions at a boiling point, China and Canada have fired back with crippling tariffs of their own. China has slammed the US with a 15% tariff on chicken, wheat, corn, and cotton, and a 10% levy on pork, beef, aquatic products, fruits, and dairy. And Canada has hit harder with a 25% tariff on $20.7 billion worth of US goods effective immediately, and an even bigger $86.2 billion tariff waiting to strike in just 21 days. The battle lines are drawn as Trump has set the stage for an all-out economic showdown, and the world is bracing for impact.
And we have Alexander Shahjahan joining us from Georgia. He is a grassroots strategist from the Republican Party. And thanks so much, sir, for joining us. And this is, of course, an announcement that was in the works, and we were expecting it. China says that we are ready for the tariff war, any kind of war. Meanwhile, India, maybe there were reports that we were expecting some concessions, but there could be an opportunity also for India. I want to have your view on two things: the way China is vowing to take these tariffs head on, and the impact on India.
Good evening, and thank you for having me. See, I just wanted to say something before we go into in 1 month, President Trump, under the leadership of President Trump, Americans have experienced record results and the renewal of the American dream with a triumphant return of a strong leadership to the Oval Office. There is no doubt about it. From securing the border to cutting wasteful spending on the hard-earned taxpayer dollars, reasserting that America First strategy through strengthened leadership to the world stage is the priority. So that is my opening statement. Coming to the tariffs, I just heard that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was saying that it's an unfair, it cannot be justified. I mean, I don't understand that. between the Mexico and the Canada, the priority was for a safer border. The inflow of the drugs, the fentanyl, the only thing President Trump was asking to control it on the border. Otherwise, there would be a tariff impact on both the countries. And he gave enough time for both the countries to take care of that, to have their national security guard or the military to secure the border from preventing the inflow of the fentanyl and the drugs into the United States of America, killing hundreds of thousands of young people, So we need to stop that. So that is where it all started. And when the India, it is not just India. All these years, all the trade relationship between the countries, all these years, we just let them do whatever they want.
Right.
That's how it was.
Right, Mr. Shahjahan, thank you so much for joining us on Republic TV with your insights on that. But right now, viewers, we have the other big story that we are tracking from Karnataka.